Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Jaywalker. Today, we're talking about shadow people. Another ghost story for a Saturday where we talk a little bit about what shadow people are, who they might be, who's the Hat Man. Thanks for joining me today. Let's get jaywalking. So, shadow people. What are they? Who are they? Who might they be? The Hat Man. Who's that? Let's get there. So, shadow people. They are that. Manifestations of an entity, a spirit. Could it be our imagination? Possibly. But some haunting, some could be residual, could be intelligent, that shows up as a shadow. Basically, we see them in more humanoid or human-like form. Though a lot of times the shadow hauntings happen as a black mass or a black cloud. So, as I mentioned, they could be residual, they could be intelligent. Where, intelligent, we can interact in some mode or fashion. Or, the residual where we get them doing the same thing, the same way, under the same circumstances every time. Now, my personal experiences with shadow figures, shadow haunts, shadow people have been more along the lines of the residual style haunting, where I have these shadow figures walking hallway. That's usually generally what I've seen, is a figure moving through my hallway, say from my kitchen to my bathroom, and that's what I see. The only other time I've really, the only other experience I've had other than watching those shadow figures walk through my hallway a number of times has been one that came through from the hallway into my bedroom, next to my bed, on the other side of my bed, stopped, disappeared. That has been probably the closest encounter I've had with a shadow haunter, shadow figure, shadow person. Again, none of these have been intelligent or ones that I have interacted with beyond just seeing them. I didn't try to interact with the one that stopped by my bed, but it disappeared fairly quick. Some of the other happenings that happen with shadow people is an experience called sleep paralysis, where a lot of times a person will not be fully asleep. They will have their mind be awake, but their body is unable to move. They can't move their arms, they can't move their legs, they're unable to speak, but they see visions of shadow people. A lot of times is where we see or hear about the black cloud or black mass hanging up in a corner or above a bed. Some people have visions or experiences where these black masses or shadow figures will be coming at them or be trying to choke them, or things of that nature. Also, during sleep paralysis, one of the more common occurrences or common findings as far as the shadow people is the Hat Man. Talked about the Hat Man a few minutes ago. The Hat Man is that. It's an apparition, a shadow figure who appears in a hat. Usually a short-topped, wide-brimmed hat such as a fedora or something along those lines. Sometimes wears a cape, other times not. But again, a very distinct shadow figure. I've never heard much about whether or not people are able to interact with the Hat Man, or if he's just there watching over them, you know, walking past them. You know, I've not really heard a whole lot of stories. I have tried looking this up, but again, you know, there hasn't been a whole lot of information that I found other than what I've shared. So I think that, you know, the shadow people, I'm a believer because I've experienced it. What do you think? Have you ever experienced shadow hauntings or shadow people? Let me know. Tell me your stories down in the comments. If you like what you hear, give the video a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon. Join me again on another Jaywalk soon.